Well, hey everybody, Travels with Dottie here, and I thought I'd do a little walk and talk, which I have not done for quite some time. And you might notice I'm using one of my older cameras. Well, it's not really that old, but I'm not using any of the fancy new stuff. Um, and I had a general idea of what I wanted to talk about today, and I don't have a script as usual, but here's what I'm going to talk about. Things have evolved for me since I got to Eagle Nest in terms of what things are like for me here and my YouTube channel. And these weren't conscious decisions. They were just kind of things that occurred. I knew when I heard from my friend Jack Schweitzer, who's one of the 350 permanent residents here and a key figure in town and certainly at the museum and visitor center. And that friendship developed, and that led to me being a volunteer in the museum. I got more and more devoted to the local community, and I got to know more and more people. And what happened as a result of that is I got a lot of encouragement from locals on certain kinds of content. I'll give you that maybe might not be exactly what my regular viewers are looking for. Sorry, I have to open and close the gate here. Hope you don't mind. Here's a good example. I think it was yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. It was yesterday or the day before. And yes, I am walking down to the lake, and there is one person that has requested that I go to the edge of the lake many times. That person shall remain anonymous, but you know who you are, don't you? And this part is for you. I did a video on the Arts and Crafts Fair here in Eagle Nest. I did it on Sunday. I guess I released it Monday. Yesterday? Must have been yesterday. And I got notices from, after it had been out for a while, notices from YouTube that, you know, your regular viewers don't like this video very much. They didn't use those words, but not as engaged as they are with other content. It was a warning that YouTube gives to the algorithm, gives to any YouTuber that is maybe veering off course. And that was kind of concerning. You know, I loved the video and I liked the interactions I had, and I actually used the new camera, and I'm finally starting to get comfortable with the new camera. And I thought that one was pretty good. Still had a bunch of criticisms though, yet on the resolution and the camera handling. And you know, it's exaggeration to say I had a bunch. I had a couple. And I tend to be a little oversensitive. And I say that because the vast majority were just really great comments, and I appreciate it. It's gratifying when people tell me that they enjoy the content. Now, as I'm talking here, I'm noticing as I'm coming down the trail, the lake has really, really receded. They must have let a lot of water out of the dam recently. And so, and there's a ton of vegetation, high vegetation between here and the shore. But I'm gonna go down here, I'll get as close as I can. I'm sorry, you know who, I'm not gonna get right up to the edge here. I think I'd have to go across the other side of the lake to the state park to do that. Maybe I'll do that one of these days. Anyway, instead of getting my usual 1,000 views, I think I got 485 or something like that. And people were dropping off early in the video because they just weren't interested. But local people were really interested and are really appreciative, and people that have a particular interest in eagle nest. Now, if I seem a little distracted as I'm talking here, it's because I'm off the path, and I really need to pay attention to where I'm stepping, because I could easily step in a critter hole. They're all over the place out here, and that could lead to a sprain, broken ankle, etc., all kinds of awful things that have happened to friends of mine. Sally, if you're seeing this, I hope you're fully recovered. But I have plenty of object lessons for that. And, well, that's not a critter hole, but, well, here's one. Hang on. You don't want to step in there. So that's what I'm talking about. All these thoughts are swirling through my head. Did I make a mistake with buying that new camera? Have I given myself enough time? Am I catering too much to the local audiences at the expense of my regular viewers? And here's the conclusion that I came to. One is I got to relax about criticisms and negative comments. I just got to let it go. It's, do I want to grow as a channel? Heck yes. So that's going to happen. That goes with it. And, I don't have to keep those comments out there. I can hide them and I can move on. And I need to find a way to not take it personally. And that's my mission starting today. The other thing is, I understand to grow my channel quickly, what I need to do in terms of focusing in on the key audience and not varying off that target. And that would maximize the views, the growth, the income, and everything. That's the way to be successful on YouTube. Here's the issue. I realized, here, I'll give you a view of the lake behind me. I realized that's not really my goal. It's a nice to have. It's nice to have growth. It's nice to have a little bit of income, but it isn't why I'm doing a YouTube channel. I'm not trying to make a living. What I'm trying to do is the thing that's probably my audience is the most responsive to, is I'm trying to have the very best, most exciting life that I can possibly have as a 65-year-old man, 65 plus, on in through my 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. That is what this is about, all right? So it's not just about RV life. RV gives me the gift of a ton of flexibility. It's certainly financially to do what I want to do and go where I want to go, right? And what's this has led to, and it'll be December 1st, it'll be 4 years since I retired and hit the road, that by far, this is the best time of my life. I never thought that would be the case, or I would be saying that. But it's what is. And when I did a video a couple weeks ago on RV life, retirement life over 65, that video exploded. It's, I can't remember right now. I think it's 23,000 views. I mean, for me, that's amazing. When I get if I do a video, if this video gets 1,000 views, I'll be over the moon. I'd be great with that. But this one got 23,000 views, and it's still getting, I checked in the last 48 hours, it's gotten another 2,000 views. It's not ending. And the other thing that I noticed, I'm gonna sneeze, I think, hang on. Am I going to get over it? I'm over it. Is that people leave long, heartfelt comments on that video. And probably tomorrow morning, I'm going to do a comment video, and I'm going to continue to focus on those comments. So people over my age and older that are looking for something in their life that's going to give them engagement and joy, they're very responsive to what I'm saying in the lifestyle that I'm presenting, which is very gratifying. I think that's terrific. Can I move this out further? There. Oh, there's a path here somewhere now, so I can get back. We don't have to go through the brush. There is a connection between these like Eagle Nest community videos and things that seem very specialized to this area. There is a connection, and here's the connection. What I'm doing, what I'm documenting isn't, I'm doing all this Eagle Nest stuff to build my channel. I'm doing all the Eagle Nest stuff because that's what I'm doing with my time. And being part of this community and feeling that grow and the relationships that I've developed are supercharging my happiness and joy. I'm documenting what I'm doing to maintain this amazing lifestyle that I'm so lucky to have found. That's what it's about. And some parts of it for all of you are not going to be interesting. An arts and crafts fair may not be very interesting to a lot of people. There was a moment in that video, though, that was really special to me. It was a very brief moment. I'm kind of going from booth to booth. And I get to a particular booth, and I recognize the booth and the woman from sort of an arts and crafts / farmers market thing that I did a couple of weeks ago at the Golden Eagle RV resort. And she says, "Oh, I know, here, it's Rob, right? I want you to know you did that video." And many people came the next week and said, "Hey, I'm here because I saw you on Travels with Dottie." And she was so grateful and appreciative that it just warmed my heart. And it's kind of funny, there was a moment where she said, "Thank you so much." And I go, "Thank you." And I'm like, "No, I mean, you're welcome." I have a hard time taking compliments, especially in person like that. But I finally said the right thing. But that interaction that was about 30 seconds in that video was the thing that meant the most to me. You know, my other place that I'm living, as many of you know, found a new home base in Artesia, which is only about 40 minutes, 30 or 40 minutes from Roswell. And on Friday, what day was it? Well, I think it was, well, it doesn't matter what day it was. I went by the museum and I walked in, and there were a couple other volunteers that I know, and woman that I didn't know was in there. And they introduced me to her, and she is some big connection to the Historical Society in Roswell. And she has buku connections in Roswell and Artesia. And she was so excited to hear about my channel and what I do. And she is really, we exchanged information, and I'll be going up to Roswell, doing content on there. I know you think of aliens. If you want alien videos, There are plenty of Roswell alien videos out there. That's not going to be what I'm doing. The area has a rich history. And again, in a place that I live as a nomad, I'm deepening my connections. And it's filling my heart with joy. So if it means that in the short term, I'm going to have slow growth on my YouTube channel, that's fine. If I can capture a small group of people that really understand what I'm trying to say here, and that I don't wander around purporting to be this expert. I'm having these almost miracles happen in my life since I retired, almost through no absolute intent of my own. It's just happening, and I'm sharing it with you. So that's what I've decided. I've decided, I want you to be able to see the rig if you haven't seen it before. This is where I live in the summer in Eagle Nest. Nice view of the lake back there. And yeah, I will show you Dottie when we get in here. It's kind of rough going for a walk, holding a stick and holding Dottie. So anyway, here's what I wanted to say. If my growth is slowed or stagnant even for a while, but I'm speaking to a small group of you that really appreciate and understand what I'm experiencing here and the value it has for you and me sharing it, then it's all worth it. It's okay. And for those of you who want to know, I'm going to continue using that new 360 camera. I'm getting better and better at it, and I still think it's going to be a valuable tool for me to use to tell my story. So let's flip her around here and let's find Dottie and George. All right. I see a kitty on the bed. I see a little kitty. Kitty, kitty, what are you doing? Hey, George. Hey, kitty. Hi, Georgie. It's nap time around here, isn't it, Dottie? There's Dottie. Hey, puppy dog. What are you doing? Did I interrupt your nap? Sorry about that. All right. Okay. All right. That's me and my story today in my almost 18-minute video. I hope you enjoy it, and keep watching if you want to. Take care.